Happy holidays. I want to talk about resolutions and goals for a new year because here, as well as everywhere else, in many cases, we write New Year's resolutions and we try to keep up with them. But do we keep up with them? Not really. I do remember first time when I actually got introduced to this concept to write down the resolution. It was my friend in my apartment building that I lived in, and what was remarkable to me that she was bringing it up. She was talking about it. It looked like she's like committed and stuff like this, and then after one time she did it in the very beginning of the January, she broke it, never came back to it again. So I started to think about this, and it was very interesting to me because I grew up with a different concept. So over years, my vision of resolutions and what's important and how we are handling it has changed. And I tried it myself and I saw other people trying. I suggested, and my husband is doing this, and other people doing this. So I want to introduce this concept to you and see maybe that will help you actually keep up with this for the whole year. One of the first things that you should do is all your goals should be achievable, meaning that, of course, you should put a goal that is very high. Like, for instance, if a new house for you is not achievable goal, you should be willing to have it. It should be your desire, but there also should be other goals that will make you comfortable achieving them while you are on your journey to that house. So one of the things that I want you to do is create a list of what was great about this year. What happened? What did you achieve? What did you learn? All memorable moments that you can think. And it may not come to your mind right away. You may spend a little bit more time thinking because we don't really remember things because we are so looking like after like new next moment that we are not really in a moment in the moment. So it makes us to forget. I recommend you to sit down and write it down. Write it down, all memorable moments, and think about it. Think about what was best, what didn't work, what did work, and look at it and see what out of all of it you would love to take with you in a new year, and which things out of this list you don't really need or you have mastered enough that is in your system. Sometimes we don't have skill, but once we start mastering them, they're in the system and you don't really need to master them anymore. But other might be needing your attention. So that this is one part of the exercise. The second part is I'd like you to think, what is this that you want to achieve in new 2025 new year? Write it down as much as you can. What is this? What kind of life you want? What your desires are? Just write it down in a free form. You don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I would strongly recommend to use free form. What I also learned, a lot of people they are good at 1, 2, 3, 4, but they cannot connect dots. So, and universe doesn't really understand 1, 2, 3, 4. Universe thinks in more of a free form. So if you write down your intention, let me call it intention, for the new year, you may see what kind of steps you need to do or make in order to achieve whatever you want, whatever your goal is. So after you write your intention, a big picture of whatever you want, look at this big picture on the list and say, okay, what can I do in a week to get closer to that? And start making a list. One, I need to say you wanna, I don't know, you wanna have you wanna buy a dress of, like size 4 and you are size 6. What can I do? Well, I can take a walk for 15 minutes. Is it doable? Yes. Is it too big of a goal? No. And okay, 15 minutes of walk. How do I do it? Run like just around the house or apartment building or wherever for 15 minutes. Trust me, you will be able to do it. You come home after work, 15 minutes left, up and down the streets, and that's it. And you will feel good about yourself because you did it. You did that 15 minutes. And after a while, or at the end of the year, you'll be sitting and you'll be like, well, I did it. Now I can buy this dress. So all goals should be achievable. If you want to buy a car that is, I don't know, like you have to have, like a lot of money for this. And then you need to get credit and this and that. Don't do it. Okay, put it down. I want that car, but this year I'm going to either use ABCD, or maybe I will wait another year, but write it in your big picture intention. You still need to write it down, but you are not going to get those, like those very big steps in your list. What can I do right now? Otherwise, you will feel bad about yourself. So make sure that you will do something that approachable for you. That's how you do it. And don't feel bad if the approachable like sentence is, I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier. That's okay, because 15 minutes earlier for half a year, and then another 15 minutes earlier, and then you have 30 minutes, okay? And at the end of the year, you will be able to meditate, for instance, if this is your goal, or have a yoga, like without anybody disturbing you before children got up, or something like this, for 30 minutes or for an hour. Little steps, little steps, little steps. Those are the ones that will make you feel good about yourself. And guess what? We all need to feel good about yourself. You know why? We live in a very stress related times. Everything in our life right now brings us a lot of stress. We need to do everything in our life that lessens this stress. Small step will help you to feel strong. And this is what we want. We want to feel strong, healthy, happy, and happy new year.